Hey there, Aries. Happy birthday. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. This is for Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. At this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. This is the second video I've done for you. A little technical difficulty. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. I will tell you this much. In the first video, the first reading was about you forgiving yourself. It was about traveling lightly by releasing the negative energy in your life and the guilt and learning to love yourself. But let's just see what Spirit has to talk about in this reading. You might get the same messages. You might get different messages. Who knows? I just know that one didn't work out so great. So here we go. Oh, you have 3 cards. And you have... Ooh, okay. So, the energy of the moon. The energy of the moon, we just had that full moon in Libra, and it was in your 7th house of yeah, I can talk. It was in your 7th house of intimate partnerships and stuff, and it looks like you've been working hard at something, working very hard, and you're trying to figure out what you need to hang on to and protect, and what can you, I don't know, make space for, to teach, to master. Like moving from the 4 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles is moving from the apprentice to the master. So what are you trying to learn? What are you trying to master? What are you trying to protect? So totally different vibe on this reading. Let's just see where it takes us. Okay, so 8th house of transformation on Sunday. If you could do me a favor right now and hit the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. Your likes, your shares, your subscribes, they're helping me grow my channel, and I am so grateful to you for that. And so you have, ooh, see? You have a soulmate relationship. You have a soulmate relationship. It says new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. Okay. Soulmate relationship does not necessarily mean romantic relationship. I know that we would really kind of like it to. I'm actually going to put that there. I know that we would kind of like it to, but the truth of the matter is we have all kinds of soulmates. They come in, sometimes they teach us something and leave. Sometimes they come in and they stand with us. Sometimes the lessons are harsh. Sometimes it's wonderful energy. And so you're going to have to kind of decide when you run into your soulmate what the situation is. But it's all good. It's what we're here for, is to learn things, right? And so this soulmate, though, because it's coming where it is coming in the house of transformation and also at the sign of the moon there, which is pleasure, I kind of think this is a good one. I think this is good friendship. Could we be romantic, but definitely something that's positive and beneficial in your life. And you have Journey in the Moonlight, Believe in Magic. So the moonlight's being reiterated here under this moon on Monday when it moves into Sagittarius in your 9th house of higher learning, higher knowledge, travel, spiritual communication. You have balance and you have beauty. Okay, you have balance and you have beauty. And it's really nice too because on Tuesday, Venus is going to move into Pisces. And so those relationships do take a nice kind turn out of the when Venus is in Aquarius where she just was, she's a little judgmental, she's a little harsh, she kind of looks at things like very analytically, but now she's in Pisces where she feels the effects of that emotional energy, and it's sweet. And so finding the balance and finding the beauty in relationships, and you have Journey by Moonlight and Answering the Call. The time is now. Okay, the time is now. So if there's something you've been working on that you've been kind of trying to, like, oh my gosh, have you been feeling stuck on go? Because when I was feeling into your energy before we got started, that's what I felt like. I felt like I was stuck on go. But that kind of makes sense because what do we have going on? Well, we've got Mercury in retrograde, and then we've got Mars, your ruling planet's been in Taurus, which is just not fast-paced. It just slows it down. It grounds it to almost to a halt. Like Mars wants to go. It's the action planet. It wants to get out there. It wants to do things. And it can't because it's been stuck in Taurus, but it moves into Gemini on Sunday. And so things will start moving forward. The moon's moving, Mercury's moving direct on Thursday. On Sunday, your ruling planet moves into Gemini, which picks up some speed. And I think if you've been feeling like you've been stuck on go, well, the time is now. It's time to answer the call, and you can go. And believe in magic. And then on Wednesday, the moon moves into Capricorn, which is your 10th house of career. So if that's where you've been feeling like you've been sitting there, did you take the time to cut out some of the dead weight? So maybe the soulmate that's coming in is somebody who's going to help you with your business, right? Maybe it's a good business partner or a good business connection of some sort. And if you've been cutting back, cutting out the dead weight, now you should start to see growth. You should start to see growth come up. And one of the cards that you got the first time I did this was the Empress. And she's all about growth. And so I do feel like there's a growth opportunity here. There's growth going from the Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. So there's a definite growth trajectory for you. And also with that resilience, with the learning to cut back what you need to, you also start to gain wisdom from that, right? I need this, I don't need that. If I give this a little more space, if I nurture this a little, it'll grow. It's like taking it from the 4 to the 8, right? You're working the problem. What can I do to help myself to get where I need to go with this? And so that Capricorn, which is all about overcoming obstacles, 10th house is what it rules. And so really great energy for getting things rolling in the business world for you if you'd like. And you have goodbye to the old, hello to the new. Oh yeah, it's time is now. You finished one part of your life and now a new and even better part is beginning. So again, the time is now. You're moving forward. Things are happening. Don't forget to, when that moon moves into Aquarius on Friday, to remember to be grateful. Take a little time out and be grateful for the progress that you're making, for the connections you're making, for the way things are moving forward. Wow, this is a totally different reading. And you are protected. And you are protected. So be sure to be grateful for being protected and for finally, oh my gosh, finally, it's so funny that on the day that Mars finally moves out of Taurus, it's the breakthrough. It's the resistance. It's I'm pushing on and I'm pushing through. And that's just so funny. And yet, it seems so appropriate that that's happening on that day. So let's get a little bit of guidance for you on that. So, all right. Oh, Aries, if you have not checked out your your full moon and Libra reading, be sure and do that. I will put the link below in the description box. Just click right onto that and go check it out. It's time-stamped, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. But there was a lot of really good information that came through on that. And you have 2. You have facing your fears. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. And inner strength. Brigitte. Oh, man. Some of these I just move back to wholeness. Recognize you have the power. Okay. So, this resistance. You've been being held back by what's been going on. And now all of a sudden you have the power. And you can go. And you can go. So you have lots of energy of moving forward. This is Kala. She is a warrior. Brigitte is a warrior. Mars is a warrior. You've got the feminine warrior. You've got the masculine warrior at your disposal. Lots of ways to move this thing forward. Looks really good. All right, let's get you a color card and get you on your way. So Aries, happy birthday. It looks like finally, yay, the sun's shining on you. Things are starting, the planets are starting to move. They're switching signs. It's time to get going. And the time is now, right? The time is now. And you have calm your mind and body and soul. Emerald. That's a March color ever. Okay, so I just wanted to touch base just a little bit more about this moon. When the moon is full, which right now it's a super moon. It's full actually tonight as I'm doing this reading. So it's full and it's bright and it illuminates things, but there's still shadows, right? So learning to figure out which things are the shadows and which things are real. That takes a little bit. This is a full moon in Libra, and then at the end of your month of your birthday, so I think it's the 19th of April, we have another full moon, and again it's in Libra. So this kind of is like a two-part full moon act where we're kind of like tying up the loose ends so we can begin the new cycle. So over the next 2 weeks, before everything really gets going and rolling with that new moon that comes on April 6th, go ahead and tie up all your loose ends because the time is now. The time is now, and it's time to go. All right? Well, good luck. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you do hit the subscribe, make sure you hit the notification button so that you know when I post a video. You have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye, Aries.